A combination is different than a permutation because with combinations, order is disregarded. So with a combination, AB is the same as BA because in this case, order doesn't matter. We know the notation for it is C of n comma R, and that's the number of combinations of n objects taken at a time. You may also see it like this when we get into section 5.7 and we start talking about binomial coefficients. So the formula for this is a little bit different. Let's see how. How many two-member teams can be formed from a group that has 3 team members, A, B, C? So I've got 3 objects. I'm only taking 2 at a time. I can have AB, AC, and BC. That means I have 3 possibilities. So C of 3 comma 2 is 3. Because in this case, AB is the same as the team BA. So the formula for this is P of n comma R over R factorial. So I had C of 3 comma 2 would be P of 3 comma 2 divided by 2 factorial. Well, if I'm choosing 2 objects from 3, I'd have 3 times 2 over 2 factorial, which is 2 times 1. My 2's cancel and I'm left with 3. So if I have 100 comma 2, I'm going to have 100 times 99 over 2 factorial. Which is going to give me 4,950. If I have 6, choose 4, so that's 6 times 5 times 4 times 3. I put that all over 4 factorial. So I have 6, 5, 4, 3 over 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, my 4 and my 3 are going to cancel. That leaves me with 6 times 5, which is 30, divided by 2, which is 15. If I have 5 comma 5, so I'm picking 5 objects and I'm arranging them, I'm picking 5 objects out of 5 objects. There's really only one way to do that when order matters, right? So let's see how this works. So I have 5 factorial over 5 factorial, that just is 1. So now I need to know how many ways I can choose one object out of 5. Well, we know that's going to be 5, but let's see how this works. So I have 5 factorial. I have 5, not 5 factorial. I just have 5 because I'm only doing that once, over 1 factorial, which is 1, so I'm left with 5. The board of directors of a corporation has 10 members. And how many ways could they choose a committee of 3 board members to negotiate a merger? So this is 10, choose 3. So I'm looking first at the permutations of how many ways I can choose 3 out of 10. That's going to be 10 times 9 times 8. All over 3 factorial, which is 3 times 2 times 1. So I have 90 times 8 times 8. 720 divided by 6. And that's going to give me 120. So there's 120 different ways to choose a committee of 3 board members out of 10. There we go. We did it right. Go team. That was the last example. So, friendly reminder / warning. You will not be told whether or not it's a permutation or a combination, right? You need to use your critical thinking skills. It's different when we're picking a president or a vice president because that has a specific order versus when we're picking 3 members to be on a board. Remember, for permutations that order matters, and for combinations, order does not matter.